Hello and welcome. Thought we'd have a look at creating a child theme in WordPress. Now, what is a child theme? It's a theme that's based on another one, pretty obvious really, but and why do we do it that way? Well, the first commandment in dealing with anything related to code is thou shalt not hack the core. So you could modify somebody else's theme, but there are a whole lot of reasons not to do that. One of those being it'll wipe out any changes when you update the theme, and it will also make it nearly impossible for you to apply any kind of site updates such as security or bug fixes or any of that sort of stuff, because what you have to do is you run the update and then you add your modifications. It's just going to waste your time. Also, it makes it difficult for anybody else to maintain the site because they don't know what's going on, and you could also leave your site vulnerable to exploits, because if you've hacked the core theme, then really you're leaving yourself wide open. And of course, why use one? Well, makes your modifications portable and easily repeatable. It keeps your customizations separate from your parent theme functions, so you can add new stuff to your child theme and keep it separate from the parent theme. It also allows parent themes to be updated without destroying your particular modifications, which is quite handy, and allows you to take into account the using the effort that other people put into developing a theme. And of course it saves you on development time since you're not reinventing the wheel. And it's also a great way of learning about theme development. So here we are back in code, and what I've done here is I've just done a full and fresh installation of WordPress, and I've got it running on a Docker image. And I've got a video on how to make WordPress work really easily with Docker. I've actually pulled in all the files here, so you can sort of see exactly what I'm doing. That way, if you're using another environment such as XAMPP or WAMP or any of those kind of things, you'll see pretty much the same kind of thing. Now, WordPress already has pretty good documentation on how to create a child theme, so what I'll do is I'll use that as my background for. And I'll leave links for all that down the bottom. As you can see here, these are the 3 themes that are available to us, and we've got a space here to add a new one. And the way to start is we'll jump over here into our WP content folder. These themes, and we've got 2019, 2020 and 2021. So the first step we've got is to create a new folder to put all that into. So let's add our new folder, and we're going to base it on 2021, so 2021 and then -child. Now in our 2021 child folder, we need to create a style sheet here. So style dot and in here. Now just pre-filled some comments at the start of the style.css page. Now this part's actually really important with WordPress, because it grabs all this information and uses it. So the theme name, 2021, author, me, the URI of the author, the template, version, license, all these different fields and things get filled out in here. Now I've gone over to the browser and to the dashboard, and you can see here I've just done a refresh, and you've got 2021 child. sitting here. So we could use this already. If I activate that and go to our site, you'll see it's working. There's no crash messages or error messages or anything like that. There's no change because I haven't actually changed anything. But as you can see, this is working. We can even run customizations in here. So out of the box, we've got a huge head start by all we've really done is just added this meta information using the style sheet. Now the only required information here is the theme name and the template. You can actually leave the rest of it blank if you so desired. Now in the past, the accepted method for bringing in a style sheet from another theme would be to use the import, and that's just 2021, yep, and style. That would bring in your styles, from your 2021 theme. This works, but it has a couple of disadvantages. Sometimes it'll bring the styles in twice, which is not such a great thing. And also the style has to wait for this to load up. So this is just like another thing to load in. It's better to allow WordPress's own system to handle this. So there is actually a better way of doing this. We'll get rid of this because we're not going to be needing that. And we'll just save that as is. And in here we create a new file called functions. Now in this functions.php you can do all sorts of interesting things like load style sheets, add areas like widget areas, template areas, all that kind of stuff is handled within here. So what we have here is in our functions PHP file. I've grabbed this code and copied it directly from the WordPress documentation. I'll leave a link for that. And what this is going to do is add our child styles and our parent styles and everything in together. What you'll see here is an add function which enqueues WordPress scripts, and it's also giving us this variable here, which is our my theme enqueue styles, which is coincidentally the same name as this function here. There's a variable here called parent handle, and that's assigned the value of parent style. We have theme, which is assigned a function of wp get the theme. Now we're calling the enqueue style, so it's pulling in the parent handle. So from the parent, pulling in the parent style. It's getting the template directory, adding style.css into that. And we've also got it being called again for the child style as well. And of course what this allows to happen is all in this part here. You'll notice in here we've got the 2021 theme being loaded, but we've also got the 21 child theme styles also being loaded as well. Now of course what that means is we can now go about making modifications. So in our child theme, we've got our 2021 child theme. Let's just make our paragraph, let's make it red. That way we can check and see that it all works. Right, back to here, do a refresh, and there we go. So now you can go ahead and modify any of the styles. Anything you put in here will override what's in the parent theme. Change colors, fonts, all that sort of stuff. But you can take it even further. If we look at our parent theme, which is 2021, we've got all these other files here. Now what's happening is the 2021 child, if there's no file in here, it automatically grabs the information from here. Now this becomes quite powerful because any of these you can change. Now say for example you want to play around with your footer. You don't modify it in here. What you do is you grab that and copy that into your child theme. Now you've got a footer file that you can modify. Let's see if it works. Let's put boo with 3 exclamation marks in there. And over to our refresh. And there it is. This of course leaves a whole lot of different things you can mess around with. If we go back into our code again, and now we've got all these template functions, different single posts. What I'd recommend you do is just spend a bit of time getting familiar with these files and seeing what you can do with them. Copy them from the parent one into your child one and go to town. If you want to know where these fit in the grand scheme of things, WordPress has got some really good documentation on their template hierarchy and what all the different files and things do. Say for example you've got a file called category-unicorns. That's going to apply that template or that particular piece to any category of unicorns. There's a diagram here with all the different template hierarchies and sort of which ones you can override. All quite useful stuff. So there's a whole lot of stuff out there. I'd encourage you to go out and experiment. So thank you for watching. I hope you've got something out of this, and if you've liked what you've seen, found it remotely useful, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.